record you always loved. The one that made you call me handsome. Pressed every wrinkle out of the past, thinking our broken days wouldn't last. I walked into that room with a smile, carrying dreams I'd carried for miles. But your eyes had already moved away before you found the words to say. I came with a heart ready to mend. You came to bring our story to an end. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak. Brought all my love, but you came too late. My tie was straight, my soul was torn. A lonely man in a suit once worn. Everybody saw the clothes I chose. Nobody saw the man who froze. I can't believe in love remained. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak. The music played like nothing changed, while my whole world was rearranged. The people laughed, the glasses shined, but a storm was breaking in my mind. I wanted to ask you one more time if we could rewind what we left behind. But your goodbye had no doubt left, and took the air from every breath. Some doors close without a sound, and leave a man staring at the ground. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak. Brought all my love, but you came too late. My tie was straight, my soul was torn. A lonely man in a suit once worn. Hey, everybody saw the clothes I chose. Nobody saw the man who froze. I can't believe in love remained. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak. The suit still hangs where I left it that night, a witness to dreams that never survived. I don't wear it to remember the pain. I wear it because I loved you that way. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak, but I'd do it all again for love's sake. Because a man who truly gave his heart has nothing to hide when it falls apart. finest thing I ever wore was faith, even when it broke that day. I dressed for hope and found heartbreak.
Yeah. Oh. I remember that evening down to the thread. The words you whispered, the tears you shed. My suit was sharp, my shoes were bright. I thought we were dressing for a beautiful night. The restaurant lights painted your face like a memory I still cannot replace. I reached for your hand across the table, still believing our love was able to survive one more difficult day. I never imagined you'd walk away. That was the night everything changed close. Love was sorrow and laughter wore ghosts. The promises we once held tight became strangers under those lights. My jacket stayed the same on me, but the man inside was somebody different to see. I walked in wearing hope and pride. I walked out with a broken life. The waiter cleared the plates away, like he was taking off forever with the tray. Your empty chair kept staring back at everything our love now lacked. I drove home with the radio low, not wanting any song to know how a man can look so well dressed while his whole heart is such a mess. Some nights don't leave when morning comes, they stay forever in the man you become. That was the night everything changed close. Love wore sorrow and laughter wore ghosts. The promises we once held tight became strangers under those lights. My jacket stayed the same on me, but the man inside was somebody different to see. I walked in wearing hope and pride. I walked out with a broken life. The tie still hangs in my closet today, a silent witness that never walked away. It knows the truth I never told, how one goodbye can make a man grow. That was the night everything changed close. The smile I wore was one nobody knows. A gentleman standing in a fine old suit, with a heart that had come undone at the root. The fabric survived, but I paid the cost. The best dressed man was the one who got lost. That was the night everything changed close.
I arrived before the sun went down. Picked the table where we first sat down. Ordered your favorite drink beside mine, and watched the hands of the clock pass time. Straighten my jacket every few minutes, like somehow that would bring you with it. The door opened 100 times, but you were never standing inside. People came and people left, but my heart refused to accept. You didn't come, but I still waited. Persuaded. The chair beside me stayed untouched, a reminder that I love too much. I kept looking through that door for something that wasn't there anymore. Everybody went home when the night was through. You didn't come, but I waited for you. The waiter asked if I needed anything. I just smiled and shook my head again. How could I explain a broken plan to a stranger who didn't understand? The lights grew dim, the room grew small. Your absence filled every wall. A man in his finest suit remained, holding a love that never came. Some goodbyes don't need a sound. They arrive when no one is around. You didn't come, but I still waited. Like my faith could be rewarded. The empty seat became my truth, a quiet room where I lost you. I stayed until they closed the place, still hoping I would see your face. The whole world moved, but my heart stayed blue. You didn't come, but I still waited for you. Dream before life became what it has been. You didn't come, but I still waited. And maybe that's what love created. A man who kept his promise true, even after he lost you. My suit was neat, my smile was polite, but I was falling apart that night. No one knew what I was going through. You didn't come, but I still waited for you. I remember that morning like a photograph. Every little detail still takes me back. The shine on my shoes, the crease in my sleeve, a man who still believed. I wore the cologne you bought for me, the one that carried our history. I looked in the mirror and smiled with pride, never knowing love was saying goodbye. Funny how a man can look his best on the day his heart breaks in his chest. The best I ever looked was the day I lost you. My suit was perfect, but my world came unglued. My hair was neat, my smile was bright, but I was falling apart inside that night. Everybody said I looked like a king. Nobody heard the sadness I couldn't sing. The sharpest version of me came into view the day I looked my best and lost you. Now that suit hangs quietly away, a reminder of a life that changed that day. I pass by and sometimes stop, touch the fabric, then I drop back into the memories we made, the promises that slowly faded. A man can heal, a man can grow, but some old rooms still hold a soul. Time can teach you how to stand again, but it cannot erase where you've been. The best I ever looked was the day I lost you. My suit was perfect, but my world came unglued. My hair was neat, my smile was bright, but I was falling apart inside that night. Everybody said I looked like a king. Nobody heard the sadness I couldn't sing. The sharpest version of me came into view the day I looked my best and lost you. left a scar. It proved how beautiful my feelings were. The best I ever looked was the day I lost you. A strange kind of truth that only heartbreak knew. The mirror showed a gentleman standing tall, while inside I was losing it all. Years have passed, but I still understand. Love can break the strongest man. The finest clothes I ever wore were blue. The day I looked my best and lost you.
It's hanging in the corner of my room, like a witness that refuses to move. The same blue fabric, the same old thread that stood beside the words we said. It saw the night I asked you to stay. It saw you slowly walk away. It carried me through every tear, through every lonely passing year. Some things are made of cloth and seams. Some things are made of broken dreams. This suit has seen too much pain, too many tears falling like rain. It watched a love turn into a memory, and a man become what he never thought he'd be. Every button knows my regret. Every sleeve holds what I can't forget. It may look perfect to the world outside, but there's a shattered soul underneath the pride. I wore it to birthdays and empty celebrations, smiling through silent devastation. Friends would say you look alright, while I was losing another fight. The mirror showed a gentleman still standing, but it never showed the damage, the kind of hurt that leaves no scar, yet follows you wherever you are. The strongest faces hide the deepest cries behind calm words and tired eyes. This suit has seen too much pain, too many tears falling like rain. It watched a love turn into a memory, and a man become what he never thought he'd be. Every button knows my regret. Every sleeve holds what I can't forget. It may look perfect to the world outside, but there's a shattered soul underneath the pride.
maybe the fabric will finally learn. Not every story ends with her. This suit has seen too much pain, but somehow it carried me through the rain. Through all the nights I thought I was done. Through every morning I faced the sun. The same old suit, the same old man, with a heart that healed the best it can. It still remembers every tear that fell, and every story I could never tell.